Well, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful sunny day. It's about 72 degrees out here, and it's only 8:45 in the morning. I think today is April 13th, 2023, and today's a special day because for the first time in 4 years, Pennsylvania Plow Day is happening again. So what I'm going to be doing today is little bit of maintenance on my trailer. I got to change my breakaway battery. That stopped working. I need to grease all my hubs, make sure my wheel bearings and everything are tight. And then I have some tractor work to do because I'm bringing our fearless leader, Matt's 1967 Super 12 down to him. I'm also bringing Jeffrey KATTERA from KATTERA'S collection, the hydro that I've been storing for him for a year now, down to him. And my family's going to be coming too, so it's going to be a fun trip. It's going to be a good weekend. So I'm up nice and early, and I mean, how can you not be up? It's so beautiful outside. 74 degrees. We've had I guess it's kind of like Indian spring, meaning it's warm and sunny now, but it'll probably get cold and rainy in a week or two because that's usually what happens in New England. But I'm going to try to take some really good footage this weekend so that there'll be a good video when we come back from Pennsylvania, or multiple small videos. It depends on how it goes. I might upload some of them throughout the week, but I'm bringing my GoPro. I have a chest rig and a head rig so I can actually get some footage while we're plowing. Should be a lot of fun. But it's time to do some work. Got my, 5-6-year-old vintage Sears Suburban Backyard Tractor Club shirt, and this is the Northeast chapter. Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, maybe Rhode Island, maybe not. But I say the Northeast chapter, it's really just me. So let's get at her. I did take some footage of the drive down and merged it in with some other footage while we were driving around. Honestly, I would love to put music to these, but the last video that I took that I put music on while I was driving, it got demonetized. And since I really do enjoy making a few dollars off of these, if for nothing else, to just pay me back for the gas and the parts that I put into my tractors on rides like this, I really want to try to keep these monetized as much as possible. But here we are, entering Pennsylvania after about a 6.5-hour ride.
Big field. Hour and a half. Daddy.
Keep playing music over there. Yeah, I know.
So over here we got 3 branches of the SSBTC club. Our fearless leader Matt and Jeffrey from KATTERA'S collection over here, just gassing up to go out do some plowing. How's this thing running with the diesel?
Exceptional.
Nice.
Best thing I ever did.
Besides putting a tote box on the front for plow day.
And locking the diff.
Nice. It'll be a good day. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah, can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yesterday was 85. What are we at today? 55?
About 70.
Is it that hot?
Little muggy, little cloudy. They say it might rain, but we're hoping it'll hold off and we'll get some plowing in. Footage ain't going to be as good as I'd hoped this year. We had a bunch of breakdowns and stuff yesterday and just trying to get everything going, but made it down here safe. My truck had some issues. The exhaust that I just put on a couple of weeks ago, I put a chambered muffler on a twin turbo truck, and apparently they don't like it, because when I was pulling up the hills in New York City, my check engine light came on. When I got here to Pennsylvania, I looked under the truck and the exhaust pipe was gold in color because it was getting too hot. So I bought a glass pack. I'm going to take my exhaust off, put the glass pack on for the drive home. But I got my Mongrel 2, the ST12 with Jake on it, my wife riding around on the 679 and my daughter on her tractor. So it's gonna be a good day. Let's get out and plow. Dusty day. Plowed all this yesterday. King. Positive traction is king. I don't even have to steer, it just goes straight. Best running Onan I have. Yes. That stupid John Deere is always breaking down. Just keep going. In the rut. Just keep driving. I'm adjusting, but keep driving. Look in front of you, you're gonna go out of the rut. Just keep going straight. Keep going straight. Straight line. The rut kind of went away, but just keep going straight. You'll get back in the rut eventually. There you go. Keep going. You're out of the rut. That's all you have to do is keep the wheel in the rut. That's it. You're getting out of the rut, Jake. There's the last few guys out in this field. The Cub Cadet on the left, the diesel on with the stack, that's Brandon Weaver, or Off-Roader 94 from YouTube. And the three of these guys, plus myself and a couple other guys, finished plowing about the last acre of this field in the last hour, hour and a half, just going back and forth. But this is what we do. We come out here. All of this dirt that's brown has been tilled by garden tractors since about 9:30 this morning. And it's, I don't even know, it's probably about 11:30, 12:30 actually, but all of this dirt has been plowed with garden tractors with either an 8, a 10, or a 12-inch plow, a couple of double bottom plows. But this has been phenomenal. It's been a great weekend. It's raining a little bit now. Yesterday was really hot, but it's always fun to get out here in the middle of a field and turn some dirt. Well, here it is, the end of plow day. All the tractors are loaded up on the trailer, ready to go home. We're staying here one more night, tonight's Saturday, and then we'll be making the trek home. I said earlier in the video, I don't know if you could hear it or not, but I had put an exhaust system on my truck about 2 weeks ago, stainless steel, single end, dual outlet exhaust. And the muffler that it came with was a 5-chamber muffler, kind of like a Flowmaster 50 series. And it was causing, I think it was causing too much back pressure when I was going up long hills. The turbos weren't allowed to spool enough, and it actually was starting to throw codes on the truck. So it basically came back that one of the turbos was not building enough power. So what we ended up doing was cutting out the entire rear half of the exhaust system and sticking in a glass pack for now, which sounds like dog crap, but it's straight through. It has the least amount of a restriction that I can get. Still doesn't seem to be running perfectly fine. I'm getting a little bit of kind of a fluttery feeling when I'm going up long hills, so I don't know if maybe one of the turbos is hurt. Maybe the turbo was hurt before, maybe the exhaust did it, I'm not sure. But I will be heading home tomorrow, and I'll have a good trip home, I hope. Hopefully no more check engine codes, but that's a wrap. I didn't take too much footage this year. It's just the way things happen. We had to do a lot of tractor repair. I had to replace the ignition on the Mongrel 3, and just trying to get stuff set up. And I brought my family with me too, so kids are cranky when it's hot and muggy out. They weren't having the most fun the whole time, so just trying to keep them happy as well as enjoying some of the time myself. But it was overall a good trip. I dropped off Jeff's tractor and Matt's tractor, and I got a few odds and ends. I got a pair of wheel weights from a guy for a good price. So yeah, it's the end of a trip. We'll be heading home tomorrow. It should be a good ride home. Luckily, the drive home was very uneventful. We did make pretty good time, even though we stopped a couple of times for food and bathrooms and gas. But overall, it was a great weekend. And, you know, at the end of the trip, you kind of forget all the heat and the misery that you had while you were out there. My kids did say they enjoyed it, and I think they may be coming with me next year. If nothing else, though, it gave them a chance to really understand what I do and the people that I meet up with and where we go when we go to Pennsylvania Plow Day. So I thank you all for watching, and once this drive montage is over, I'll just do a quick outro talking about once we get back home. Well, we made it back home from Pennsylvania Plow Day. I did not get a ton of footage because I had a bunch of little things to fix. My truck was giving me some trouble on the way down, and I had the ignition switch on the mongrel fall apart, so I had to replace that. But I did get some footage, and we got back home safely. All the stuff's up here on the trailer, so I'm gonna go ahead and unload all my tractors. Again, I didn't get too much plowing footage. I did get some good footage. I had my son actually do a pass on the mongrel plowing, so he had some fun. He said his back hurt when he was done because you kind of have to lean over to watch where your wheel's going. But it was a good trip overall, safe trip down and back. Nobody got hurt, nobody got lost, or nothing really broke. So I'm happy about that. So let's go ahead and unload. Is a wrap for PA Plow Day 2023. All the tractors are home safe. I do have to show you something under my truck though. I just peeked under there because I wanted to make sure that my exhaust that I kind of botched and put on there was okay. And at the end of the second day, or yesterday on Saturday, my buddy Brandon Weaver, who is Off-Roader 94 on YouTube, his dad owns a shop, so he helped me put a glass pack on my truck because the chambered muffler that I had on there was not conducive to good airflow with turbos, and it was causing boost issues. It was causing boost issues with my truck, so we stuck a glass pack on it and just kind of dumped it out under the truck. But I just slid under there and looked at my axle, and it would appear I melted some stuff. I mean, it wasn't bad enough to not get me home, but I think it has to do with either my electric brakes or something. Well, this is my hard brake line. This is 2 wires that go over to that, either for the electric brake or the electric locker. And these 2 wires are melted solid. Now, what I don't know is if this happened with the dual exhaust pipes on the truck, or if this happened driving home, I melted all that stuff. But I'm gonna have to figure out what these do. That's some bare copper right there. That's not good at all. So I'm at least gonna have to wrap these up with electrical tape. But what the crap, man? That's my e-brake. That goes into my brake caliper. This has to be my emergency brake, which is still working because I used it every time I stopped. But I don't know what this one's for. Maybe ABS or something, and this is my hard line that all the plastic from these melted onto, so yippee, something else to fix. This I gotta take care of tonight. Anywho, I'll catch you later.